been getting a lot of views on the videos. I ain't getting a lot of comments on the videos. I'm trying to put footage, you know, put content out pretty regular, but I'm not getting a lot of comments or nothing, man, or views really. My views are way down. My views are down by 4,000 or so, something like that. That's really discouraging because I try to put content out and I try not to talk bad about nobody too. Seems like when I go to talking bad about folks, and that I get all the views then. So good morning. So it's Monday morning, man. Monday morning.
Dude,
what's going on, Bo? How you doing, man?
Oh man, dude, I'm sick, bro. I'm taking some stomach pills. That colitis I had sparked back up. I've been out of work for 3 days, man. It feels bad, man. But it ain't as bad as it was, you know. But yeah, I'm hoping I get over it, dude.
Damn. Okay, so the GoPro shut down on me, man. You know, I don't know what video I got, what I didn't get. So, you know, anyway, like I was saying, you know, you can use your equipment a lot of times to get these jobs. If you own the equipment, you can get these jobs that most customers are not if they don't have the money to pay for it. It's a good thing about working for your regular customers is you can do a little, you know, a little jobbing around with the money and how they pay it. You know, for instance, on the job that we're pulling out all that stuff today, it's going to pay $1,000, and you know, I don't anticipate it taking us, you know, any more than just a couple of hours at the most. And there's a few little things I'm going to do over there to kind of help out in the back. My thinking over there is I'm not going to keep going in and out of the gate. What I'll do is I'm going to grab the bushes, back straight up to the fence line, and put the stuff right over the fence. And then do that, and then once we're done, I'll go around the back side of the fence and pick all the stuff up, you know, and go on up into the woods with it. And then I'm going to clear the back of the fence too with the grapple bucket, because there's a lot of debris back there over the years where just kept throwing stuff over the fence, you know, big limbs and stuff. So, but the first thing we got to do is we got to get this over here where we were at last week. We got to cut this holly. So yeah, we got to do that first. So I'd love to be able to do it without the machine, but having to, just I got to unchain it and all that crap. But I may have to anyway, because it's going to be a lot easier to do that holly bush. Well, a little bit short at the top, and then I'm going to be cutting it out to make it look like a little tree. So we need the grapple bucket. I'm going to need the grapple bucket at the other job to begin with anyway. So it's just a lot to do to trim a bush. You know, you got to unload whenever you know, have to unload the machine and load it back up. It needs to be worthy of that. And I know that we could probably do that without the damn grapple bucket, ladders and all that. But it's sure going to be a lot easier just to put him in the grapple bucket and let him touch that top. Okay, y'all. So I'm going to try to, we can go on and cut. I guess we can go on and take the top out of that butterfly bush too right here. Almost. There you go. And I'll back off the front, just get the top and then we'll back out of there. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you got it. Getting pretty good with them things, dog.
That's looking good.
Here, let me see them real quick. Okay, y'all, so that's a wrap, man. It ain't perfect, but on that slope, that's pretty good. And y'all see everything else. Once we get some rain, all this will wash off. All right, y'all, so y'all saw when we shake that thing up. You know, not a biggie. So now we're going right up the street here to this one I looked at the other day. Looks like it's going to be a pretty, well, a pretty easy job. Maybe not, from what I can tell. One of the biggest things I'm concerned about is when I get ready to hook that stump grinder up, that the fitting goes up on there. There's something going on. I don't know. It's like when there's no pressure on it, it doesn't push back enough to lock it in place. So I'm having to play with that, and you know, I don't have to play with that on any other attachment, never have. So we're not going to be coming in and out of here, because if I come out of here and I go to the woods, what's that going to do to the ground right here?
Mess it up.
See, so we got to be thinking like that, right? So my thinking is pull them, get a bucket load, a grapple bucket load, and go straight to the fence. And then turn around in there, dump it over the fence, then come straight back in and grab another one. Okay. And then when we're done, come out of the fence one time,
right,
go back there and grab everything.
Yeah.
And you can see there's a lot of other stuff already back there, you know, that I can help her out with too.
So we're pulling all of these trucks?
Yeah, everything you see.
That guy.
Yeah. So where the reason why I need help over here is because of these rock. We got to get them up. Now that's why I got the tooth bucket, so we can put a bucket here, and you can kind of just chunk them in the bucket. Right. Obviously, we need to move that chair out of the way. All this is coming out, and then once it's all out, see that big stump right there?
You're gonna grind that bit?
Yeah, I'm going to grind that down. Now once we get, and then there's a tree. You see that tree that's over the corner of the? We're going to try to get that up, get it off our fence. Okay. You know, and then you see all these little bitty saplings. I'm gonna go through there with a skid steer as I'm going back and forth, and just pluck them up. Just the little saplings right here in front of their little well house. And then any sticks and stuff that I see on the way to the fence, I'm gonna get. Okay. They ain't paying me for that, but I'm gonna get them because they're gonna be in my way. Yeah. We don't want our plucking thing to be out here. Right. You know, because then you can't get close to the house. Yeah, so you're gonna come in this way. So I'm gonna come in right through here and then just start plucking right here. You know, because this side of the bucket is gonna be the plucking side. Right. And then I can just, once I get up there, I can back up and just kind of, but we're gonna have to put a bucket here for us to loosen up these rock, put these rock in just the regular bucket. Okay. You know. You
want to put the rock in before we start plucking?
Well, the machine's gonna help. Yeah, but there's two things can be going on at one time. Yeah. You know, you can like, once I get in here and start exposing it, then the machine can help more than it can right now.
I was gonna say, I figured once you pluck one of those, then it'd be a lot easier to.
Oh yeah, we're gonna work in here, but we got to know that the rocks have got to come out. Right. Right. Yeah. So, in knowing that, then we'll just have to work it as we go. But some of the rocks might be big, you know, dug in. I ain't trying to work any harder. And when we start plucking this stuff up, it's gonna start. The rocks are gonna start loosening up and everything. So. I mean, look at that vine.
Yeah, I was.
See it wrapped around that?
I was just looking at it. It goes all the way up.
Yeah, and look how big it goes into the ground right there.
Yeah, that thing check this playing out.
See, yeah. So, all this, it's gonna come out. And the machine can get a lot of that, and then I'm gonna pull that. That's gotta come out to every bush back here. Okay. All right. Okay, y'all, so y'all kind of see where we're at. Really nothing really unexpected, really, other than, well, all the rock and pavers. So, and Travis getting them out. And the thing we're trying to do is not have to hook to the grapple bucket, back to the stump bucket, back to that bucket, and all that unhooking and hooking up stuff. That I try to keep that to a freaking minimum. But these rock right here, they'd be good for drainage stuff, man. You know, for erosion. So over here is the same as everywhere else where you start digging and pulling out stuff. You got a lot of debris, and we're going to get all of it out. We're just the machine's going to do most of it, but see, you can't. The machine can't pick up all this. Well, Ray, you need to get you a rock grapple. I'm like, I know, I need a crane, I need a big truck, I need a chipper. I'm talking about with the equipment that I have on site. That's what we're working with. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna pull these last two up right here, or whatever they are. I'm gonna set you guys right here, kind of close by. That's a low spot, ain't it?
Yeah, that was a big asshole.
Well, don't worry about pulling dirt from a long way away. Okay, y'all, so that's it over here. She loves it, man. And we knew that it wasn't going to be a beautiful thing, but looks pretty freaking good right here. So yeah, she's absolutely ecstatic. A little bit more going on with that stump than I thought, but you're talking about 2.5 hours over here. It's like 1:30 now, so well, probably about 3 hours over here then. Yeah, but this is really something that I don't really like to do. I mean not pulling bushes, but I don't like to come into a job where all this stuff is going to happen eventually and not do it all in one whop. Like she was telling me she wants all these papers gone, right? And I tell you right now, this porch, it's trash. I mean, yeah. I mean, when my guy was up on it, blowing everything off, it was, the whole thing is moving. So it's rotten wood. But see, you can't do anything right here unless you're going to go deep and get all the papers out. So you got to get all these papers out, you know. So she wants to do it, but she didn't want to do it on this run. So that puts us in a spot to where it was going to cost her more money. But everything looks really good. I can't believe it, y'all. Look what I did. Damn, man. I left that freaking pile there. Oh, my God. Oh, and I'm loaded. Damn, man. I'm gonna have to grab that pile, dude. So. But when you do jobs like this, you just, well, you know, it's never perfect, right? But this is pretty freaking good, man. The impact, I'm getting a lot better at when I'm running the skid steer, not tearing the ground all up. You're gonna have some marks, but as soon as this grass right here takes off, all this right here, and the dirt here is great. So she's just gonna let grass grow in there. She said she might say, I might go buy some grass seed and just throw it in there. Main thing, she just wanted everything gone. And she got a great deal though, really. I would have been at probably $300 to do the stump, because that stump was big, man. There's a lot of work over here though, but I might unload the freaking machine, man. And damn. Hey, I think it's like 1:45, and that's a wrap for me, man. I'm gonna go home, hop in the other truck, go down to Jersey Mike's, grab me a Sammy, y'all. Sammy, I gotta chain this thing down and I'll be on my way. So yeah, as I'm doing this, you know, a few bush pullouts, I definitely think that if I had a lot, man, where people were just, you know, left and right wanting me to pull bushes out, I'd buy a Mini X, man. The thing about it is, you know, when you buy equipment like this, or Mini X or whatever, you got, to me now, and you know, what do I know? You got to get something that's big enough to do little stuff and some big stuff. You can't, you know, there's nothing more frustrating than having a piece of machinery, equipment, whatever, that's too small or too, you know, too small, not powerful enough. So my thinking has always been, if I can stay right around the, you know, and it's all about weight. If I can stay right around 9,000 pound Mini X, that'd be great, man. You know, you get one, you know, 14,000 pounds, but now, you know, I got trailer problems. You get one that's, you know, 3 tons, it's too small. And of course, the more tonnage it weighs, the more powerful it is, the more, you know. But if I knew that I would be doing a lot of that, I would probably buy one. Or if I had another guy out here that's regular. I don't think that Trev is really, he's not really built for this kind of thing. He doesn't know what to do, and I'll be honest, he doesn't really want to. You know, he's doing it because I'm paying him good money. He ain't got nothing else going on, but it ain't his passion. You know, it just ain't. It doesn't have to be, but, you know, for me to invest in more equipment and all that there, behind that, then I would have to have somebody that you know, Trevor, I don't think Trev likes doing this work, but I just don't think he really wants to do this kind of work. That's my take, man. A lot of people are saying, you know, well, maybe he'll work out, you know, in the summertime. See, I don't think he would. I don't think that he would want to. But maybe I can get away without having a full timer out here. You know, I mean, I could drop some properties. I done picked up 2 more lawns in my city. So the closer I am to home, the work that I can get, the more likely I can do it. I can do a lot more solo. But you got to buy a piece of equipment big enough, you know, is what I was really trying to say. It's got to be big enough to justify what you got in it and resale value. The smaller it is, the less valuable it is. Of course, the bigger it is, it becomes a point to where it's less valuable too, because can't anybody just haul it. It's got to be, you know, 10,000 pounds or so. And that's going to put you at, you know, 35 horsepower, something like that, I think. But on the Mini X, it ain't even about the horsepower. It's really more about the hydraulics, you know, and the leverage. So, horsepower, I mean, a 25 horsepower Mini X can do a lot of work. I mean, a lot. You get a 40 horsepower one, man, you're yeah. And then you don't have, another thing about a Mini X I just thought about, you know, last night when I was just looking at them, is a Mini X, or an excavator in general, it don't take a beating like the skid steer does, because you're not moving fast. Everywhere you go, you're creeping. And that, you know, that all that bumping around and stuff takes its toll on your body, the machine, and everything. So a Mini X, you're never moving fast unless you want a trailer. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, y'all, I kick it. Deuces.